new kind of storytelling. Key Enigma, a package full of mysteries. Key Enigma is an escape box that makes puzzles, narrative, and technology to immerse you in a thrilling experience so carefully designed that it may not be possible to distinguish reality from fiction. Carry out the investigation from home on your own, or gather a group of friends.
Hey, what's going on, Albert?
Hello. Hello.
Hey, hi everyone.
How's everybody doing this Friday? Happy Friday, yeah.
And most of you are probably familiar with our guest today is Key Enigma.
Yay! Key Enigma. Oh yeah, represent, exactly.
Nice. Well, welcome to episode 57 of our Behind the Masterminds. We have so much to talk about today.
Yeah.
Sorry, the New York traffic.
Courtesy of the NYPD.
Talk about today. So let's get over our raffle segment so we can go on with the show.
Am I drawing this time or you're drawing?
I can draw. I love to play with my soundboard.
Yeah, okay.
That's
all right. Nowadays. So we're going to announce the winner, and it's a winner's choice. You get to choose between a print and play game or the Codebreakers by Escape Hunt. All right. Yeah. So who's feeling lucky? Who's feeling lucky? 1, 2, and 3. I got somebody.
Who is it? So slow.
Oh, CK Fung.
Woo,
CK Fung. Congratulations.
All right. Contact us after the show and we'll let you know how to claim that prize.
Yeah. All right. So our guest today is joining us all the way from one of our favorite travel destinations, Barcelona. That definitely needs to be paused. It's the CEO, founder, and project manager of Key Enigma, Albert. Albert is a computer science engineer that previously founded a data analytics company, but now he devotes his entire passion to Key Enigma. Their mission is to create immersive games where reality and fiction are difficult to distinguish. Of course, he couldn't have created this amazing company himself, so he wanted to give a shout out to the entire Key Enigma team who's watching us right now as well. Shout out to them. All right. So Albert, why don't you tell us a little bit about the people on your team and what their positions are?
So, I mean, we're quite a few people right now on the team. We are like 2 graphic designers that are like working on the new games, right? Just focused on creating the best assets for the history and everything. And they are also doing the puzzles on our Instagram page. That's very cool. And then we have 2 storytellers that are in charge of creating all the plot for the games and everything. And then it's me that I'm in charge like of the website. So if it never crashes, like it's my fault. Yeah.
Got it. Did you want to give a shout out to their names?
Yeah, any names?
Yeah, it's Andrea, the graphic designer, Joel, another graphic designer, Alba Polonio, and Jordi Montane, and we have like a new intern called Mark. So yeah, shout out to them.
Awesome, right. That's great that he knows everyone.
Yeah.
that was the first test. I was like, do you know everyone?
That's the first quiz right there. Pop quiz.
Yeah. So from what we know, you created 2 games so far, and Hack Forward was your first game. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Sorry about that.
Hack Forward is our first game, and then we have like Butterfly Course. That's the second game, and now we are in production for our 3rd game called Calling Card.
Calling Card. Oh, right. And as newcomers to the Kickstarter community, what were some of the obstacles back then?
Well, for us, we didn't like. There was many obstacles, right? The first one was COVID. Like we had the Kickstarter campaign right in the middle of COVID, and that was a major hit for us. But we kind of managed. But the Kickstarter, I mean, we planned to do it as a test, right? We didn't knew if this kind of company or this kind of product its appeal to the users, right? So at the end, I can do whatever game I want, but do I want to spend 1 year making a game and then not selling to anyone, right? So we decided to launch the Kickstarter campaign. It was very difficult, etc., but at the end it was worth it because it validated the idea.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Eric Ackley says he has Hack Forward on his pile. He's looking forward to play it soon.
Oh my goodness, you better save 3 days. I just have to tell you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, your promotional material is amazing. Like the intro video, especially with the lighting and smoke, like we just saw, it captured our attention right away. Like you also probably, most completely the set of props I've seen in the game. Like literally you cover from blacklight to decoders to digital platform to other cool things we don't want to reveal here because there's so much. But we're curious, as you guys were very successful at your Kickstarter launch. Like what's the percentage from the budget that was spent on marketing? Like is there a secret success formula?
Yeah, I think there is. What we made, I think the secret formula that worked for us was like involving the community for the beginning, right? So we started like creating a landing page where people interested in the game could subscribe, and there we just shared a bunch of ideas, right? Do you want like a subscription-based game? Do you want a game that it's 1 hour long, or do you want a game that it's 8 hours long, right? So with this level of communication, I mean, we reached a pretty tight community, and the launch was like incredible. The first minutes we were like really astonished. We had like 200 games at a very low price, and in a few hours, I think the first hour it was gone. So I was really happy for the hard work we did the month before, right?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Amazing.
We have some questions coming in. I'm not sure how to pronounce this because I believe it's a Twitch handle. It says, is there any particular reason why they do not need to enter a code to start Hack Forward? Or why we need to enter a code to start Hack Forward?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Well, we introduced the code like a video game, right? You have to enter like a key to play. But actually this key is not linked to a user, right? So you could like lend this game to a friend or whatever and use the same key. The key allows us to know which version of Hack Forward do you have, right? Because we always try to iterate the game and make it better with the feedback of the user. So time to time we change like an asset, or we modify some things in the web. So to know which version do you have and which objects do you have to show you in the hints and whatever, we have this code. So that's the reason you have to enter the code to activate Hack Forward.
Yeah, and then Jilly Raymond loved Hack Forward.
Too many fans.
Yeah, genius. Yeah.
Helen Bailey is actually going to watch her friend stream Hack Forward soon. She can't wait for that. Carla Benitez wants to know when can she buy the now game?
The new game.
Sorry.
That's a really super interesting question.
Yeah.
So you can buy the new game in our website, keyenigma.com. It's on pre-sale, right? We're gonna ship the new game on October, and that's an estimation date. But we are trying to stick to it. So yeah, I mean, you can pre-purchase the game on our website.
And Carla, if you stay tuned, you might get a discount code.
Oh yeah.
So
you might.
Stay tuned with that.
You might.
Well, let's talk a little more in depth about Hack Forward. Although this game has 8 chapters, we usually like to binge play. However, it definitely was hard to play for this game to like binge through. I think we took like 3 days, which normally we wouldn't do, right?
Yeah, but it was so enjoyable. Like we wanted to absorb every part of it.
For sure. So each chapter can take around an hour. That's usually what the estimate is. And sometimes you literally feel like you've completed an entire game and need a break. Yeah. So like every single chapter feels like a little mini game on its own. We broke down the game and finished it. And I have to know though, like who's the mastermind behind the storyline of Hack Forward? So because this game has so many twists and turns, You have to tell us the inspiration behind this idea.
So that goes to our two amazing storytellers, Jordi and Alba. They are the masterminds behind all the main story plot and also the puzzles, right? So we have like a great collection of puzzles, and we have like plenty of documents with ideas of plots, and they just we do kind of votes with in the office and also with the fans. Which thematic do you want in the next game? Like, do you want science fiction? Do you want magic, etc.? And then we just decide the story and develop it when we know the thematic interested.
Yeah, I did notice that with your like emails that we get from you do have a lot of questionnaires sometimes you come in. You're like, hey, what do you like to see in our next game? I find that very interesting because, now you're getting a lot more players to be involved in your actual, build and process. And now you're also attaining to what their needs are. So if they are looking for a certain game that they want to play, now you are bringing it to their, home, which is great.
We have another question for Carla. This is a good question, though. Is the butterfly curse really scary?
Yeah. The butterfly curse is the second game, right? It's a horror game, right? It's a little bit shorter than Hack Forward. Hack Forward was like 8 hours. With this one, we tried to stick to 1 hour long escape room, but at the end we end up with a 2.5 hour long escape room. And it's filled of surprises and little scary moments that just the brave ones can play.
Yeah,
you can play the demo online.
It's still available? Okay.
Carla, if you want to test that out first to see where you are in terms of your, scary.
Well, there's also a demo version for Hack Forward. So I believe if you want to go test these games out, you can.
But I mean, like if she wants to see if it's like too scary for her.
Scare level?
Then for me, I was scared. That's all I have to say.
I loved it. The whole time I was just like. So. Like we know you have a huge sale on your website right now that's bringing the price of the game down to like €49.90 euros, which is amazing. Like other than the fun props, like the high quality paper stock in there, by the way, like does the game come from like various websites and written narratives that, like you said at the beginning, like take our word for it, like
takes us out of our world.
Yeah, we felt like we were super smart and literally hacking through secret websites and finding out things that we shouldn't. And at times, like the videos almost made us go, "Did you see that? Oh my god!" Like, and then other time, like we'll say, "I knew it. I told you it was him." Like the constant like realization
that we can decipher on and go to different paths to get to. So.
Yeah, and there was just so many ups and downs. Like, do you have an assembly team that does the quality checks to make sure that each box gets everything? Like, there's literally tons of items in this game.
Oh, I feel like he disappeared for a second. There he goes.
Oh, I think someone hacked into his computer.
Para internet too. Okay, I'm online.
Yeah, you're back.
And he hacked himself back.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I think it was my end.
We were asking about your assembly team. Like, do you have a team that does all the quality checks to make sure every box gets everything?
Yeah, that's really important for us. I mean, and we are still trying to do our best to ensure the quality progress, right? Because we manufacture all the games here in Spain, right? In our office, like every box that you play, it's handmade, assembled by us in the office, by me and literally the team.
Right.
So yeah, you can't imagine when we finished the Kickstarter, we didn't thought through okay, now we have to build 1,000 boxes, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of the pandemic, right?
Right.
That's very difficult, and then we had to ship it as well, right? To United States, and that was a very messy thing to do. But yeah, with every box we try to do the weight method, right? We assemble the things and then we weigh the box to see if there is anything missing. Yeah, but our scale is not that precise, right? So it doesn't. It doesn't catch maybe one one sheet of paper or whatever. So we are trying to work on that. We're always like trying to evolve on that.
Got it.
Yeah, because you really need to know the sequence since you have 8 chapters. So if you mess up one and you reveal at the beginning, people have like no idea what that part is about.
Yeah.
So it's like very important in terms of the order of things. Well, I mean,
and also,
Go ahead.
Also, restocking the box is really difficult because we have like so many components, and these components like comes from China, from Poland, from Spain, right? So we have to keep track of every like component so we don't run out, and then we have time to have the shipment arrive in time for our next batch of games. So it's fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Sourcing part is the best, I feel like, because then you get all these like cool gadgets and like, yes, I want to use that. And where do I get that now? But do you usually get your items that you want to source initially, like the idea comes out first, or do you come out with the idea and they're like, now let's go find this item? Like which way first?
So I think it's both ways. For example, for the butterfly course, there is one component that I knew for the get-go we had to build the story around this item, right? So that was very difficult for the storytellers because I had like this item. You guys have to somehow think of a history that this is the main item of the history. But then with Hack Forward was like different, right? We just mold the history with the items we need, right? So if we need some item, we just look it online if it was possible to do or not, and then just make it like more real or just like a photo in a paper, because we always want like the objects be like tactile, you know, like if they are sending you like a object, it's not just a photo of the object, it's the object itself, so you could inspection it very nice.
Yeah.
They definitely have a lot of objects that we can't reveal, but they're very, very cool in the game. Well, whoever is going to win this free Hack Forward game is going to be an adventure of their lifetime. Yep. You're not going to want to miss out this. So you can type in, I'm in, start my mission. Apparently, I'm in is a big like favorite thing to say for hackers.
Because they've gotten in.
I'm in. Start my mission to be entered in the raffle to win a free copy of Hack Forward.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, well, let's get that onto the screen first so people can see what that is. I'm in. Start my mission for that. And also, you do have until episode 59, if I'm not mistakenly counting, to type that in if you're watching this in our YouTube afterwards. Mm-hmm. So I also have another amazing deal for players who can't wait any longer to play this game.
But they better get on it because I think they only have like 48 hours.
So they have 48 hours.
48 hours. Okay.
To receive 15% off of their amazing sale that they currently already have on their website, right?
But it has to be a certain code, a discount code, which is
Escape the Rumors.
There you go. 48 hours. Escape the Rumors for a 50% off code.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Like for the amount of like value in this box. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a
3-day game.
3-day game of fun and
I don't even know. I was like, is Albert still making money? I don't know. Okay. Not really. Sorry. So, all right.
Oh,
so
wait.
What?
I'm getting something again.
What is happening?
I think I'm getting something cryptic forwarding to us. Let me see if I can get it over to you. Somebody's
hacking into our show?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get it to you right now, Albert.
Key Enigma, I got a puzzle for you.
All right, we're gonna we're gonna bring that back for you. We're just kind of like
is everyone receiving some sort of lag? Because I'm not seeing myself.
We need to
like there's a little lag here. I wasn't sure.
Oh, we're back. Someone's hacking into our system right now. We need to get on it.
Yeah.
All right, Albert. Brandon's gonna see if we can get a better signal on that hack by the end of the interview. So maybe we can solve that one together and figure out who is it from.
Yeah.
And the audience can definitely help.
Absolutely. All right. So the next question.
So people are starting to solve this already. I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, that's so. You have some help in the audience. They're already jotting down
Awesome.
some of
Yeah, please.
Well, now let's talk about your second game. Since we haven't played it yet, tell us about the butterfly curse and how did that idea arise and what the story is behind that one.
Okay, so with this second game, we wanted to do like some terror-based game, right? It was around October, November, right, for Halloween, right? So we managed to think of a story of a secret course, right? A course that happens to the people that solves puzzles and think different ways, right? Maybe you are identified with one of them. And this course has to be tackled right down, because otherwise something bad is going to happen to you, right? So right when you start the game, you receive a test, and with this test you will know if you're affected by the course or not, right? And yeah, in this game you are the center of the story. We are trying always to do an immersive story where you are the protagonist, right? Yeah. And you have to talk with a doctor that is gonna help you break the course. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like your objective to separate or to separate reality and the game, like you always blur the lines between them, and it's so great because it makes it really feel like for those however much time you play the game, you actually are forgetting that you're playing a game and you feel so invested. Especially the butterfly curse, because that was creepy.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I'm not sure if I wanted to like finish that quiz part of it, because I was like, I don't know if I can answer these questions. They're pretty personal. Like, like it was getting into the point where I'm like, if I answer these correctly, am I really gonna be cursed? Like that type of feel. So for sure. Cool. And we already kind of answered this next question about the short gameplay or not in terms of the playtime. But how many chapters are in the butterfly curse then? Because you have 8 in Path Forward.
Yeah, the butterfly curse is just one chapter. It's 2 hour long. 2 hour. Yeah, 2 hour long. You could like break in the middle of the game if you like, right? The game, it's gonna remember where you left off. Right, and yeah. I mean, you can have your own piece, like solving the puzzle. You don't have the pressure. We have like a ranking of people for the most competitive ones, but yeah, it's not mandatory.
I'm just gonna let the person who finished chapter 1 in 15 minutes know that there is no way.
There's no way.
Like, I don't know what you did, but
there's no way. Unless he had some inside help, Albert.
Yeah, I was like, did you not read the narrative? Okay. Well,
yeah, and I know you said that you have like a specific person that writes narratives and develops the puzzles. Like, how do they essentially work together? Like, is the story good, or like, is it vice versa?
Yeah, that's a good question. Normally, we want to focus in the puzzles, right? We normally have really 5 or 6 really big puzzles in one game, and then we try to incorporate these puzzles in the plot, right? Then when we have these main puzzles like in the plot, we just try to fill in some more puzzles, like just logic puzzles, puzzles that doesn't require a lot of like process thinking, notebooks, etc. So I think it goes hand by hand, right? We have like a large library of puzzles that we want to put in new games, or like crazy ideas, and we always find like the rate, maybe for the next game, right? It's gonna be like Harry Potter style. So we maybe have some puzzles already thought, and then we just put it in the plot. Yeah.
So you have like a bin full of puzzles for different themes already, just like ready to pull out and put into the game.
That's really interesting because a lot of the times, like people are like, "Oh my god, I have like a storyline, but I've reused these puzzles so many times already. There's so many puzzles out there that's been reused. Like I need to come up with puzzles." So the puzzle part is actually the more challenging thing. But you already have a library, so. You're like, he can just select.
He's ahead of the game. Like
Yeah.
he's ready. Just give me the storyline, give me the theme. I already have the puzzles. Let's go.
That's great. See, this is what happens when you have a good team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Currently, what countries do you ship these games to? I know you had said you actually have a distribution center in the US. Was it hard to gauge like how many copies you need to make once the Kickstarter was over?
Yes and no, right? I think we just did like a simple math, like just send the double, right? Just for the US, I think it was like 400 games. So we just send 800 games to the US, right?
Wow.
We work with a fulfillment center called Funagain Games, and they manage like all the shipping, all the games for the US. But shipping to the US was a really difficult task because it was in the middle of COVID and the shipping rates were super high, right? Our idea was to send the games by plane, right? Airmail. But that was not an option anymore because there was no possibility to do that with COVID. So we had to ship it by boat. And that was a difficult task, right? We have to palletize all the games. The game itself has like a little battery inside for the flashlight.
Yeah.
So that was a really headache to get the permissions for entering the boat and customs and everything. But at the end was worth it. I mean, the public in the US had to wait a little bit longer. I think they received the game in January. In opposition to the Europe that received the game in October as promised. But at the end it's a learning lesson, and now we are trying to ship the US games before.
I'm curious because you have a leaderboard. When the US people got their games, like, did your leaderboards change? Like, is US doing better than Europe?
Yeah, what's the
That's a good question.
Any analytical like data in terms of?
Yeah, maybe I have to work on that. Yeah, because I really don't know. The one thing that changes a lot is the leaderboard on the final chapter, right? The final chapter before was shorter because you had like different endings, right? The problem is that one ending was maybe 20 minutes, and we think the game that maybe then the game could be like resetted and you can play all the different endings, but people didn't like quite enjoy repeating the level again and for just the final ending. So we decided to just have two endings now and have a longer play run. So in the 8th chapter you can see like very different play times, because maybe ones are like 20-25 minutes and the other ones are like 1 hour and a half, you know.
So if you don't log out the game, right? Like say if you don't push the log out button, does the times just keep going? Like it just runs to record it? Or if you don't press the end chapter?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the time starts when you start the chapter and finish when you finish one chapter, right? It's thought to be a 1 hour experience. Each chapter is 1 hour. So yeah, if you leave the game in the middle of a chapter, then you'll have like a really long time. But the idea here is that you leave the game in the middle of chapter and chapter, right?
Okay, that makes sense, because we did see somebody who used 4,000 something hours, and I wasn't sure what happened.
He's still solving it right now.
Yeah.
So is there any funny stories you'd like to share during, your creative sessions?
Yes, yes, I know that's a really difficult question. I've been thinking about it, but I'm gonna stick with the making of the boxes, right? It was like a really fun time for our employees, our friends and family, because we had to manage to 100 boxes, and we spent like maybe 2 months like building the boxes, etc. We watched like a ton of Netflix shows, and yeah, in the middle of building boxes and boxes, we just come up with the story of the butterfly course, right? We just pile on like horror movies and TV series of horror and whatever. and again come up with the idea, right? Because at the end, when we finish the plot and the puzzles of one game, there is like a lot of work to do in time of production and building the game and getting maybe the assets right. So the storytellers have like a set of time where they just finish their work, but the game is not finished yet. There is maybe 6 months more to finish the game at the end. So they are like 6 months that they have to do something, that they started to think the game and just managed to finish the game right around the finish of production of Hack 4. So yeah, that
just basically sounds like when in doubt and you have no idea what to create, just binge watch Netflix and then you'll get something.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Oh, it looks like some of our audience code crackers are on it for
Already?
you. I believe Karen Kate says she has it. Let's not disclose anything yet, because
Oh no, she's talking about the teaser for Calling Card. She found it. She's
okay. I only read. I think I got it. And I was like, whoa.
yeah. Well, lastly, are there any new projects that you're working on right now, and what is it going to be? I know you mentioned Calling Card. I wasn't sure if there's anything else.
Yeah, Calling Card right now is our main focus. We are like developing the game right now. We are bringing like awesome interactive experiences, awesome materials in the box. We learn a lot doing Hack 4 and Butterfly Course. So Hack 4 is going to be like the better version of it. And after that, we have like a ton of ideas, right? But we are still looking for which one to develop. Right now, we are thinking of doing magic-based escape room. It's going to be like 1 hour long or 1.5 hour long.
It's gonna end up being longer than that.
Yeah.
It's going to be 8 hours.
But after that, we have like really cool ideas. For example, we are thinking about doing jigsaw puzzle escape room with crazy ideas, with alternate
Reality.
AR.
Yes.
And then we are thinking also about doing playing card escape room game.
Wow.
But the thing is, we just always ask our audience, what do you want? Like we presented the jigsaw puzzle idea, the playing cards, and the magic escape room of 1 hour, and they decided the magic escape room. So for next, I think we're going to do the magic theme escape room, and then we will see. We probably will do like another poll, or we'll do like another Kickstarter to see if the projects advance, because it's a different project. You know, right now we are used to do boxes and envelopes with puzzles, but we never did like a jigsaw puzzle, right? So it's a really time-consuming thing to find the factory that's gonna manufacture everything and the quality control everything, right? Because we do everything in-house, right? We are our own distribution, our own production, our own everything. So every new project takes time. So I don't know. We'll see. It depends of what the people want.
Yeah, and I also think that there's a good amount of jigsaw ones now that are emerging with escape room ideas. So if you want to stand out, you probably have to do something very different. So we're looking forward to your creative ideas because I know you guys have a library of them.
Yeah. Also, I feel like you'll cover every genre. You have the hacking, like spy-ish, and then you have the horror one, and then now you have the calling card, which is it's more of a detective thing, and then you have magic.
Yeah. I do want to mention, because you always have creative ideas, like crazy creative ideas about how to promote your games. And the recent one that you did was that world puzzle hunt.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to get an idea of like the participants and how the event went. And too bad we couldn't bury weird puzzles behind other people's yards. We would have loved to.
Yeah, our two things we love: escape rooms, Barcelona, and
Yeah.
scavenger hunts.
Tell us, like,
three things.
Tell us some interesting stories that came out of that event.
So yeah, we decided to do like crazy free puzzle experience during the Kickstarter. We thought of the idea to have like this international treasure hunt for the whole event of Kickstarter, but we didn't know sure if this idea it was fun enough, if people will able to travel far or near the city to find a secret box buried somewhere. There was a lot of questions there, but we decided to do it anyway. And the first thing we did was ask for our audience if they were like interested in doing this type of activity, and also if they were interested in hiding boxes, right? So we got like a list of maybe 200 people wanted to hide our box, right? Some of them write like, okay, I have a car, I am able to drive my car for 4 hours to hide the box, or I live in whatever place I can go. And it was amazing to hear the feedback of the community. So what we have to do is like, for example, try to find people willing to hide the boxes, and also that has maybe knowledge of photography. I mean, we put like really weird question in that questionnaire, like, do you know photography? Do you have a car? do you like are willing to? Do you have a shovel? You know.
Body-ish. That's all I have to say.
Do you have a trunk that's big enough to hold a lot of stuff?
So we selected the ones like were close to our fan base already, like people that already bought our game and in our website. So we know like, okay, this city it's close enough. So we have like more odds of people finding the box. So yeah, at the end we buried the boxes in Germany, in London, in US, and in Spain. And we thought, okay, this is gonna last maybe 3 weeks. So in 6 hours, like the same day, all the boxes were found. People were like in the wild finding the boxes, and it was a nice experience. But we left the experience. We had the experience running short, like in a short amount of time, right? We wanted to span the history for the longer the duration of the Kickstarter, but the people were like so eager to find them that then we implemented puzzles that are connected with other boxes, right? So you have to solve a puzzle that unlocked the box of the other puzzle in Germany. So people had to communicate. The community has to participate in chats. It was not finding the box and just solve it yourself and just posting the solution. There was also internet puzzles. Like, for example, there was a website with a counter saying 1 of 300, and you have to. The solution of that puzzle was that you have to get 300 people in that website at the same time to unlock the puzzle. So all the puzzles were like community based, you know.
Albert, I feel like doing something like this is like bringing world peace. You get all these countries to start talking to each other and working together to open boxes. Like this is like the, our solution to world peace.
I love that though. You should do it again this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's such a cool event that you should be holding it annually.
Yeah. Oh wait. I think we've decrypted the source of that cryptic forward, and I believe it came from Got a Quest.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Got a Quest. Wow. Got a Quest.
So I'm gonna send it over again. This time we'll watch it together so we can get a better idea of what we're dealing with here.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not the video. One more time. Here we go.
Key Enigma, I got a puzzle for you.
All right. So, what do we think? How much information were you able to gather?
Did you get that?
Not really. Not really.
All right. Let's say if we can put
we'll see what we can do
to
try to get that cleaned up for you.
All right. So before we get like a clearer picture on, let's go on with our next segment. Ready or not, we'll be testing your knowledge on your own game. Hack forward.
Whoa.
Your team. Oh no, your team can also help you if they know the answer because you have teammates in here. Hopefully, we'll be able to help you. They'll just have to have fast fingers because our internet does lag a bit, so might not capture in that first 10 seconds.
All right, so we're on to our segment, which is called
Eat or Drink.
Take a Drink. All right, so Albert, as we said, we're going to be testing you on Hack Forward. Do you have a drink in front of you, sir?
What? Do I have a drink? Yes.
What are you drinking? Can we get a better look at that? Ooh, that's a nice bottle.
It's Green Banger. It's
Banger.
like
Well, I guess get Harry Potter.
Belgian beer?
Yeah, it's a Belgian beer. Yeah.
Ooh, all
Very
right.
nice beer.
Drinking
Yummy.
that. I'm finishing off this pack still. If most of you have been watching our previous episodes, I'm trying to get rid of this pack, which is from Smirnoff. These are the Spike Sparkling Seltzers, and this is Cranberry Lime. All right, so the way that we play is we're going to ask you a question, and you have 10 seconds from after we ask for you to give us your answer.
All right, you ready? Question number one. What date did the guy buy Key Enigma's new horror game on his credit card? Anything?
What?
Remember?
That's it? Wow.
That's it.
No, I have to drink.
Well, we need a date. We need a month. Oh, he's drinking already. I was going to say we need a month, a day, and a year.
I didn't know if that was your launch date or not. Like, that's
if there was some significance
yeah,
to it.
that's why I was thinking like, oh, maybe you put it in the game. But it's May 21st, 2021. Or that when the idea came about, you know?
Okay. I was thinking like, okay, this is like a countdown. So I was waiting for the numbers to end.
Oh, yeah.
No. We asked the question and we give you the countdown.
Yeah, so I mean, if you know the answer during the countdown, you can wave and stop us. You don't have to wait till the 10-second answer, right?
Perfect.
So, next question. Each of the hackers had a color when they were in a chat room. What color was Jig Hack's?
Okay. I think it was blue.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Okay, fine.
Okay. You're drinking. Let me know how that tastes.
It was yellow.
It is yellow, sir.
Usually
Yellow.
after this, the creator is always like, I need to remake the game.
No, he's actually going to get better the more he drinks.
Yeah.
The next question is,
on the Europe map, how many square zones are there? I know.
Square zones. Wow.
Yeah. None of your
maybe
teammates are helping you. by the way.
Yeah, I think they prefer
No.
to see you.
No.
Any number from 1 to 10.
I think they are 3.
Oh, he was gonna say it.
Yeah.
So his mouth.
Yeah, he was like,
Oh, 4.
What was your
4?
We'll drink together. We'll drink together.
Okay.
Cheers.
4. 4 was the right
You were gonna say
answer.
4, so we know.
All right.
All right. So
Next
question
question.
number 4.
On one of the characters rented a Lamborghini. Ooh, fancy. How much was it per day?
Wow, that was like actually a very controversial thing in the office because we thought it was very cheap, but I think it was around. I think it was around 100 euros per day.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, that is really cheap. Please give me a Lamborghini
Times
for
2.
a day.
Times 2.
200 euros.
200
per day.
euros.
It's still really cheap for
Yeah,
Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, we have one more question for you.
Last
and,
question for you. Wait, did someone else also?
now they come in, right? Oh
I
no,
was like,
no, it wasn't help.
She's
It was a
laughing.
smiley face.
All right.
All
The
right.
the nationality for
Ilis.
Ilis, the character Ilis, and what school did he go to?
That's really specific questions, huh? I hope I had like the storytellers with me. Alice, and nationality. I think it was Alice. I think it was from United Kingdom.
No,
That's
no,
pretty off.
Really off. I couldn't even give you the nearby continent.
Well, he went to a school. Which school did he go to? Maybe we'll drink together if you could get the school right. I hope we're pronouncing it right. Ilis.
Alice, yeah, Alice. I pronounce it Alice. Yeah.
Okay.
He's shaking his
I
head.
really don't remember. Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
say maybe.
Do you know
Spanish.
where we live?
Spain.
Do you know
Oh,
where
Yes, in the U.S.
where in the U.S.?
Just in the U.S. That's all he knows.
New York, maybe.
Okay. So does that help a little bit? What school did he go to?
Wow.
Come on. We're drinking together.
New York school. I don't know.
Yeah.
New York University. Cheers. We're drinking together. All right.
Yeah, he was from Nigeria. Nigeria.
From Nigeria. Yeah. Give it up for Albert. Thank you for doing that and playing Take a Drink with us.
All right, Brendan, let's give it one more shot.
All right.
Let's
So I'm going to
see if you
use
can pull
my
in.
hacking skills to try to get this file for you because I want you to get the whole thing.
Yeah,
All
see if
right.
you can pull this in.
All
you
right.
know?
Here we go.
And I want everybody to also give it a try as well. This is going to be the cryptic forward from Got a Quest. Okay,
It's coming
a
in.
little bit laggy.
Yeah, we're having some Wi-Fi issues today. It's really all right.
Key Enigma, I got a puzzle for you.
All right. I was able to freeze it
Wow,
with
okay,
my
your
hacking skills.
Hacking skills.
Okay, what do we think? I know some people were starting to work on this earlier, and you said you needed to see it longer. Here it is.
There you go, guys.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's a riddle, right? I guess it's gonna be like a phrase or like a.
Colin, I'm not
name.
sure what art arm pie.
Oh, she's answering some questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't. I thought that was her answer.
No, she's
Adam pie, yeah, like a pretty nice frame, birthday
give him
cake,
a
explode door, bowl. What's the first thing? In Spanish is moniato,
So
but
that's
in English,
yam.
Yeah, the very
Sweet
first
potato?
one on the top left is yam.
yam,
Yeah.
yam pot, eagle. What's that animal? I
Yam
don't know.
pot.
Yampat, Adam pie, yampa,
The creator.
Yeah, I think that's an emu.
Imu. Yampa Imu Gallery.
Yes, it is. It's
Yampa
an emu.
Imu.
I'm also very
Yampa Imu
confused now.
Armpai Birth Bomb. Wow, I'm really bad at these puzzles, man.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. One reason we don't have like this kind of puzzles in Hack Forward is because, well, in our games, it's because maybe this puzzle is like language related, right? So it's only solvable in English. Could be.
That could be it. Yeah. No, that's
Okay.
definitely going to factor in.
So that's a
we can
word for-
definitely, we can definitely give you the words, or we'll try to work it out with you.
Okay, so we got yam,
Yam.
pot, and emu.
Pot emu for
Yam,
the
pot,
first
emu.
row.
Right.
pot,
I
emu.
guess the hint is look at the letter, the initial letter, perhaps.
Yep.
and
So the
then
second one we
going
have
forward to
art.
the next one,
art, arm, pie, and the last one we have cake,
Right.
bomb,
door.
and bowl.
Bowl. And that's a really weird.
Oh, look, has that
I love
indexing. I like that idea.
On PCDB. EM
I
indexing.
love how Helen is kind of on the right track here. She's getting closer.
I mean,
Okay,
not the
solution.
initial letter for all of them, but perhaps think about
Order.
it in a second picture.
Oh, Helen says she has it. Albert, do you want a lifeline?
Yeah, I'm with the phone.
Okay,
Please.
Helen, what do you have? If you have it, you can type it in now.
Yes, she got
And
it.
yes, you are cool is the answer.
I'm gonna
It's
explain a little bit about it. So yam is the first letter of Y, and then pot's second letter of U, and emu's the third letter U, and going forward
Smart.
with
That's
you
very
are
smart.
cool.
yeah.
That's a cool
Yay!
puzzle.
All
That puzzle
right.
goes to the
Too.
Bible of puzzles that we have. Yeah, I'm gonna
That is
store
going
this
into
puzzle.
the library now.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lilia from Gotta Quest,
Yeah.
for providing us that cryptic message for our guest. For anyone who came late in the show, type in "I'm in. Start my mission."
Start my mission.
To be entered into the raffle to win a free copy of Hack Forward. And if you want to take advantage of their amazing deals right now, because they already have a sale going on their website, for the next 48 hours, you can use code ESCAPETHEROOMers on Key Enigma's webpage. We're all over their games for 15% off,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah, I feel like people are starting to go on the internet right
it's like,
now.
where? So if you're watching this episode on YouTube or IGTV, you can still type in the secret phrase and to enter for the raffle prize anytime before episode 60. I miscounted again, right? On July 23rd. So I hope everyone has been catching those hidden numbers and letters.
No, you were right. This is episode 57.
Sorry.
So 59 will be drawing our
Yeah.
winner for Key Enigma.
So for anyone who's been watching these, remember to look for the number of letters in episode 50 to 69. So
What
they
letter?
can
What number?
enter for the big prize provided by our partner, Mobile Escape game. The big prize is a season 1's 12th episode bundle or the gift card of the same value.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be off for a week because it's Independence Day and it's also my birthday. So we're not going to have a show next Friday, but we will return on July 9th at 4 p.m. with Identity Games.
Identity Games.
Because we were just talking about jigsaw puzzles with
Yep.
escape rooms. They've created a really cool one. We're going to talk to them about that. And Albert, do you have something cryptic you want
Oh,
to
by the
read
way, you can
for
check out our
next?
you can check out our unboxing of the Identity Games that we played
Oh, yeah. If you wanted to check out that, feel free
Right
to go
here.
on our YouTube.
right here. So Albert, the next guest is Identity Games.
Do you have a cryptic message?
Do you have a cryptic you would like to forward to them?
Yes, I have a cryptic image for Identity
Okay.
Games.
So we want you to address it to them. Tell them, Identity Games.
Identity
And-
Games, I have a cryptic message for you, but not right now. It's gonna come.
Not right now. In the
All
next
right, I'm a
episode.
little scared. I like what you did there.
Awesome. Well, that is going to be on July 9th. So if you do want to find out what he left for them and also to solve it with us together, come on to the show. And thank you guys for coming on the show today. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do so. And enjoy your beautiful weekend and stay safe.
And happy 4th of July
Thank you,
for those
everyone,
in
for
the
the
US.
birthday wishes. Yay! Yes, I am 21. Yes, that's right, 21.